Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Colligadome at Bishop Guertin High School in Nashua, New Hampshire for this evening's game between the Bishop Guertin girls basketball team and Nashua South. I'm John Collins with Tom King. And Tom, I think it's time to pack up and go home. We just saw the highlight of the night, Nicole Burke singing the National Anthem.
My goodness. I think that was Nicole Burke. We have to double check on that name, but unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It was phenomenal. I mean, Roseanne Barr gets to sing to a national audience, and Nicole Burke is in the small gym.
This girl ought to be singing at the Super Bowl.
I know it.
I mean, really.
That was flawless and intimidating.
Absolutely incredible.
You heard a lot. This is from Tom King, folks, who has heard a lot of national anthem.
Oh, my God. I mean, and it's too bad. You know, we always come on after the anthem. I don't know if
Frank Wallen taped that.
I think he
and
did.
I'm so
and if
thankful
he did,
he did.
I'm thankful he did, too, because if Pete Johnson edits his tape, he'll find a way to keep that in, because that was absolutely phenomenal. Here at Bishop Guertin against undefeated Nashua South. Guertin coming in at 3-1. Nashua South coming in at 3-0. That's in regular season Division I play.
And our first near basket, Megan Green is fouled underneath the hoop by Caitlin Ackerman.
Well, there you go, John. There's the battle of the night right there. Green against Ackerman. You saw Ackerman. You did not get a chance in the North Christmas tournament finale to see Green, and Green is an exceptional player as well. Those two are going
similarly sized
those two
girls in the paint.
Those two are going to be battling it out.
So just underway, we play 4 8-minute quarters. Girls high school basketball, New Hampshire NHIAA rules. First point of the game belongs to Megan Green on a free throw. Down comes South. At the Bishop Guertin home floor, our first trip here in the 2010-2011 high school season. Good defense.
Looks pretty spiffy, doesn't it?
It does look really shinier than usual. I don't know if they replaced the entire floor.
Riviera looked that way when we were there too at Riviera College, didn't it?
Yeah. I think they may have.
I've never seen it this bright in this gym.
Right.
This is the brightest I think I've ever seen this gym.
Either they put in new lights, a new floor, or both. Off the glass, no good by Nicole Hayner. South with the rebound. Caitlin doing her job underneath. Feeds it to Caitlyn Perry. Over to Tavia Raza, who dribbles top key.
Right now it's a man-to-man by Guertin. Early man-to-man defense.
As Tom said, Perry's matched up closely with Lauren Stelmash. And 5-second violation. Lauren Stelmash played such tight D on Caitlin that she wasn't able to feed it inside, and they drew the 5-second violation. So stutter step, BG, good job of defense by Caitlyn Perry. She read the long diagonal pass and knocked it out of bounds, so BG will retain possession. Just a 1-0 game here, 1 minute in. Dribbling in traffic. A shot, air ball from the left corner there by Megan Green. Maybe out of her element a little bit. Tavia Raza with it to Caitlyn Perry. Will dribble out to near midcourt. Again, Stelmash all over her. She nearly loses it out of bounds. Goes to the right hand. Some heavy contact.
Well, I'll tell you, she is just dribbling up a storm, trying to get loose, and then she does, and there's a nice move in the paint.
In traffic, though, missing the shot was Fearley. It's out of bounds off of Nashua.
Yeah, they're going to let him play, but you heard some slaps on wrists sitting up here. We could hear it with even with the headphones on, but so that's an indication that they're going to let them play because there were no whistles called.
BG brings it up against a semi-full court press. Loose ball, looked like it was out of bounds, but no, it stayed in, and a jump ball indication to South. 6:14 to go first quarter, 1-0.
You know, if they let him play, it's music to the ears of Green and Ackerman because they both could eliminate each other foul-wise.
Yeah.
Because they could both get in foul trouble fairly quickly.
We saw Caitlin in foul trouble from the beginning in the Christmas tournament.
And she's already got one tonight, doesn't she? Didn't she get called for foul down
She was
here?
the one that got fouled.
Right.
Travel there. It was almost like a jump ball situation for Nicole Hayner. She had 2 hands on the ball ready to pass, and somebody else put their hand on it legally and caused her to travel. So South will take it off the turnover. 6 minutes even to go first quarter, 1-0. BG is on top. And the pass goes out of bounds off of Tavia Raza from Caitlyn Perry. And it'll be BG ball. So turnover for turnover. 5:55 to go in the first quarter. John Collins with Tom King. It's like Nelly says, just a dream to do games with Tom King.
Where did that come from? I mean, I like the song, but I don't think you and I do it games when I hear it. In fact, I heard it on my way in tonight.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Right,
How
see?
about that?
I just pulled it out of the air.
Right.
Of course, nightmares are forms of dreams, too.
That's true.
That's not what I meant.
We've had those.
Oh, yeah. 5.5.
Our radio days, remember?
Good, clean block underneath. Credit Jeanette Fallon right there.
Our old radio days, trying to call back to the studio. Remember?
My mind just flitted back to 4-hour Pride games and the Heat.
Oh, my
Around
God.
the rim and out. And hitting the deck.
There's
a couple
Green.
of South players. Green trying to take advantage.
And one of those who hit the deck was Ackerman, and she couldn't take advantage as she missed the shot. And she made called for a foul. It's a bad foul by Megan Green.
Yeah, for her. It's not the quality defensive play.
If she's going to get called for a foul, she wants to get called for a foul defending against Caitlin Ackerman. That's what she wants.
Taking away short
baskets.
baskets.
Exactly. Don't get called for a silly baseline defensive foul after you miss a shot.
It's our first game of the new year, Tom.
That's true.
And the new year starts off with a big bang in baseball news. Brockton rocks.
Yep, Billy Buckner.
Billy Buckner.
Yeah,
that hires the manager of the Brockton Rocks.
Sure.
You're all over it.
That's the beauty of the independent leagues.
Yes. I give credit to whoever the general manager is for the Brockton Rocks.
I know him. I don't know his name, but I know him.
He's got a couple of rocks between his legs to hire Bill Buckner, I think, for the managership. Welcome back to the world. Bill Buckner was in exile for so long. First basket of the game.
People forget Buckner came back to the Red Sox as an active player. People forget about that.
Oh, that's right. The comeback.
Nice
basket. Caitlin Ackerman's two-pointer is answered very quickly.
Yeah, Jeanette Fallon. They need her to run the floor well because she is a talented player, but they need more than just Green. They need Fallon to really push the ball, and she does it off the run, off the fast break.
So, Tom, you saw this BG team dominate in the Christmas tournament?
I saw this team get dominated in the Christmas tournament.
Right.
North played a phenomenal, flawless game against this team. And ebbs and flows. Guertin twice got to within 6 points, but the game started out, and very similar to the one of the routes that we had seen earlier in the year.
We saw South get beaten pretty soundly by Alvin.
Right, and
so would you say these two teams are evenly matched?
I would say, well, look at the talent on these teams. The one thing that South doesn't have is they don't have an answer for Fallon.
Raza tried the three, just missed. Good job of offensive rebounding by Nashua South. They get a couple of chances off the miss. South's got a smaller team, and it built it around Ackerman. But when they go to their bench may be deeper. No double dribble there as Lauren Stelmash got in on the defense. Actually, that was number 10. Sorry, Jamie Sherburne. Still, actually, no, now it's BG basketball is off for South. So lengthy possession there, but no points for the Panthers. They've only got 2 points in the game by Caitlin Ackerman. They've definitely redone this gym because look at the banners across the way in the yellow paint. That also brightens it up. Oh, absolutely. See if Frank can span that during a timeout. Clean steal by Caitlin Ackerman. And unfortunately thrown away. Caitlyn Perry not able to hit Caitlin, which would have been a gimme layup there. Cutting toward the basket. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Very low scoring to begin the game here. 3-2. BG is up with possession. Losing possession though. Caitlyn Perry pounces on the loose ball. Bounce pass underneath. Raza off the glass. Nicely done. That's how South can get a lot of their points. Transition basketball and turnovers, and there's going to be a foul right there on the Panthers, on Nicole Gaudet. And Nicole getting a little bit too aggressive at midcourt there, trying to break up the pass. Well, that's what a player like Fallon can do. He can force that aggressiveness onto the defense and the fouling because she is able to run the floor very well for a big girl. Without the ball, it's tough to keep up with her. Inbounding a Nicole Hayner. And now she's going to be she could be partly the focal point because Green is out of the lineup. But Nicole Hayner is a very good player too. Jamie Sherburne being worked on by Tavia Raza, the top of the key, passes to the left side. A runner, very difficult shot missed by Lindy Spirito, and it's a rebound for South.
See if South tries to take advantage of Ackerman with Green out of the lineup.
Sarah Roy at point guard, now number 2 for South. Tavia Raza, a whirling dervish with the dribble, now gives it up.
It's going to be fouling on Ackerman, and Ackerman free at the foul line.
Straight through the hoop. Caitlin.
Fallon sagged back. They were banging bodies in the lane. Fallon sagged back, thinking that Ackerman was going to try to post up inside. Ackerman held her ground and gets a great pass and a shot, and that's going to be an offensive foul.
Yes, it is. Caitlin Ackerman's got 4 points. Drawing that offensive foul was Julie Fairley in the paint. And momentum swing for Nashua South, leading 6-3. 2:19 to go in the first quarter. So struggled to score, but they've reeled off 6 points to only a bucket for Guertin. 6-3 lead for the Panthers as they look for a shot here. Tavia Raza, stop and pop, no good. Rebounded right corner by Nicole Hayner. She keeps it in bounds. Deflected pass finds its way to Lindy Spirito. 2-on-1. She goes up with it, rolls off the rim right there. I was going to say to put it in. Jamie Sherburne rolls off the rim, and we have a foul against South as the offensive rebound went to Guertin.
Fallon grabbed the offensive rebound, then goes in the paint. You think she was going to throw up a runner. Instead, she tried the scoop shot, which had no chance of going in. But if she tried the scoop shot, she was going to get hacked, and that's what she knew, and got the foul.
Head coach for Bishop Guertin is Kevin Gibbs with assistants Sarah Robator, Jennifer Turcott-Smith. The head coach for Nashua South, Jennifer Fay, right here in front of us. Her assistant is Ian Horseman. 6-3 game. Fallon with another free throw here. Try to cut the lead to 2.
That style, that scoop shot style.
Yeah, pretty when it goes straight through the hoop like that.
Right, exactly. Interesting, a 30-second timeout with just about a minute 20 left to play in the quarter. So obviously there's something that they want to go over.
So we, at some point, I guess we can ask Tony Johnson as he sits across from us over there, second row far sideline, about the renovations that we seem to detect here in the Colligadome. Where'd that name come from, Tom?
Yeah, Woody Woodland gave this the name. Yeah, I don't know.
Woody Woodland. Yeah. Named after a past faculty member, we believe.
Yes, it is.
So South will inbound it with 1:47 left to go in the first quarter.
But I've never seen it this bright.
Panthers leading by 2. They beat the full court press by BG. Caitlin pulls up right corner of the foul line, hits the back rim. Fighting for the rebound underneath was Nicole Gaudet, but coming away with it is Lindsay
surprised
Spirito.
Ackerman shooting from the outside. She's got no Green in the lineup. She should be able to, well, Green's out there now, but she should have been able to drive to the lane. And she's got the ball now, and she's looking for the outlet for the fast break.
Megan Green there didn't seem to have a good view of the basket before she let it fly and misses. So it's South's chance to expand on their 6-4 lead here with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Tavia Raza dribbling right lane. A little bit too strong off the glass. Deflected pass. Megan Green not only blocks it, but she steals it.
There's the height advantage that Guertin has, and Green able to exploit it with that block. And careful not to get called for the foul. But Guertin get a little sloppy here with the ball.
With 44 seconds to go, calling a play is Jamie Sherburne. She dribbles by Razia, kicks it out for the three-point attempt by Spirito. Right through the hole. Perfect shot to give their team the lead, 7-6. Lindsay Spirito with a big three-pointer with 30 seconds to go. Steal, Jamie Sherburne, bounce pass to Spirito. Misses the lay-in. Tavia Raza comes down with it but loses control. BG's got a chance for another shot here.
14.3 seconds left. Talking to myself, I said this should be an easy 2, but there's no such thing in a game between these two teams.
Yeah, it was a contested layup, and it didn't go. So Spirito will inbound it. She holds it a long time, but just barely gets it in time. Running left-hander Would have been a pretty shot if it went. Megan Green fights for position and gets fouled. The foul's going to go against Julie Fearley in the paint. A blocking foul with 7 seconds to go.
There's what Green brings you, and that's one of the reasons why Sarah Voorhees, who's 5'11", she's a sophomore, is going to come into this game. Surprised a little bit that Jennifer Fay didn't have Voorhees in there earlier, because it's a pretty small lineup she's got out there. Except with the exception of Ackerman, there's not much height for Nashua South.
There you see Sarah Voorhees come into the game. Julie Fearley will take a rest. 7 seconds to go first quarter. There will be a chance for South to go down the floor and score before time expires here in the first quarter. It's a 7-7 game with that miss. Tied up. The clock has not yet started.
Yeah, it's a 9-6 game. It's a 9-6 game, John. They gave the points the wrong way on the free throws. So in other words, it was a 7-6 Guertin lead with 2 free throws.
Good catch.
And now they changed it. They changed it on the board, but the officials stopped play to try to make sure and came over. We've seen a few scoreboard.
They might want to restart from the baseline here. They just did not start the clock at 7 seconds.
We've seen a few scoreboard errors in our time over the last couple of over the last week.
I think they were preoccupied with trying to fix the score and forgot to start the clock on the inbounds.
You're right. 7 seconds left.
Yeah. So a bonus
and
for
look
South.
at that, John, an even point. Oh, there's no 10th of a second on there. How about that?
That's in honor of you.
That's right.
And inbounding in front of us will be Caitlin Ackerman. I would imagine she's going to inbound it and then sprint toward the hoop, maybe get a rebound or try to get a give and go. Caitlin doing the inbounding here. They're going to change it just as we talked, 2.9
2.9. They ran it down. Now, how were they able to do that?
I don't know.
How are they? They don't have a benefit of a replay. I mean, how were they able to do that? That does it for the buzzer. How is that possible?
They needed another 0.9 and it would have been good. Maybe 0.75.
Unbelievable. Don't know how that happened.
So Tavia Raza's bucket comes after time expires. Tom's questioning how they could know not only that it wasn't 7 seconds left to go, but that 3.1 seconds had expired.
Had to come out. How did they?
Not 3, but 3.1.
How did they know that? Did they have it in the clock? Was it computerized in there or what? I don't understand.
Are you questioning Ray Maynard's internal clock?
I am.
Or Don Marcotte? Don Marcotte's the official with the basketball underneath his arm, far court, and Ray Maynard's underneath. I mean, these are authority figures. They have an internal clock in their heads. And they were able to determine that exactly 3.1 seconds expired to carry the ball from the baseline to the middle of the line before somebody took that shot and the whistle blew. And we are about to go to the second quarter of play here. Frank Wallant is handling our camera for the Nashua ETV broadcast of Nashua High School South versus Bishop Guertin. Guertin on their home floor. John Collins with Tom King. Our executive producer is Pete Johnson. Just one of many high school and college Nashua-based games that we hope and we enjoy bringing you all winter, spring, and summer long here in 2011, our first broadcast of the new year. Any resolutions, Tom?
No. How about that?
Good.
I'm not a big New Year's resolution.
Consistent.
I've never. Yeah. You know me for a long time.
Right.
When have I ever been a big New Year's resolution guy?
No.
I'm set in my ways. I don't change.
Right. I mean, if there is any resolutions that you make, they're not calendar-based, not calendar-centric. They could happen at any time.
That's true.
Improvement to the King compound.
That's true.
Could be needed in August.
Right.
You're not going to wait till January for that to happen.
That's right, exactly.
Good crowd on hand here. On this side,
they did not schedule the boys' game on the same night, so they have them going on a next night basis. So that allows some more people to come and see the game.
Megan Green shot rebounded by Caitlin Ackerman. Razia gets her own rebound. Hustling play by Tavia Raza.
She is not afraid to throw up a shot. She's thrown up some long ones already in this game.
Or to dive on the floor, and she gets called for traveling after regaining possession, unfortunately for Tavia. So just underway in the second quarter, 8-6, the home team. Bishop Guertin leads it by a bucket.
And now it is Ackerman who's out of the game, so let's see if the Cardinals can take advantage. Oh, no, she is in the game. I'm sorry. I thought she was out.
Dribbling top.
I don't think she came out the last game.
No, I think you're right. She's not in foul.
Green did not come out of the game in the Christmas tournament. She played almost the entire game. against Nashua North.
Right. Driving into the lane and missing the lay-in was Stelmash, but somehow BG gets it back. Nice steal by Ackerman.
Yep, cutting the passing lane on the bounce pass.
Sarah Roy brings it down court, gives it to Raza, back to Roy, looking for her teammates. Dribbling in the paint, goes right, gives it to Nicole Gaudet, off of Nicole's fingertips, out of bounds. BG ball.
Well, I think Gaudet expected Roy to pull up and shoot.
And Gaudet was thinking rebound, and suddenly the pass was on her way.
Gaudet was thinking layup for her teammate, but that wasn't going to happen with Green right in the way. And a nice, whoa, that's a nice bounce off the rim.
Getting it to roll in was Jillian Barbaro with her first basket of the night. It's a 10-6 BG lead with 6.5 minutes left in the half.
There's no reason not to go man-to-man because they don't want South to start to shoot the lights out.
Caitlin whips a pass across court. It looked like it was intended for Gaudet, but Roy ended up with it. She throws across the basket. Ackerman right in the right spot, not able to get it to go. And the ball up in the framing.
Well, Fallon didn't box out properly, and that allowed Ackerman to come in and get the ball. Fallon had the ball in her hands, but because she had it, she wasn't able to get her body back out and protect her space. And Ackerman was able to come in and make that play, but not convert the basket. Ackerman's very athletic, but these are two. You got Ackerman and Green, and two of the better big girls in Division I.
Madison Gibbs bounces the inbound pass and pulling up, thinking that a teammate was going to get it. Stelmash had it go out of bounds, intended for her. So it's South's ball on the turnover. Caitlin Ackerman doing the inbounding. Caitlin 5'11" to her.
Now you notice the one thing that we haven't seen in this game that we saw a lot of in the Christmas tournament games. There's no full court pressure by either team.
Gaudet with a twisting, turning pass. Ackerman runs out of room and steps out of bounds.
If Ackerman was able to control her dribble with her long arms and make it all the way through that baseline and around the back, that's something else.
That would have been something.
That would have been something without stepping on the line. I saw no way that was going to happen. She was close, though.
Sherburne to Stelmash right here in front of us. Cross court, long pass for Jeanette Fallon. Fallon driving baseline with Ackerman right in front of her, not able to get it to go. Caitlin Ackerman, tight defense, and a travel call against Razia, who disagrees with the call. She was being guarded closely by Stelmash in the backcourt, somehow got called for the travel. 5:36 to go in the first half. BG is leading 10-6. It has been a low-scoring game from the beginning. Green.
Oh, nice quick pass and quick shot. That's usually a play that's going to work because Green couldn't have been getting it to Fallon. Fallon couldn't have been more wide open in the lane for that shot. Great pass, great combination.
BG knocks the ball out of bounds on the offensive rebound.
John Guertin's missing an opportunity here. They've had a chance to spread this lead a little bit, and they haven't been able to take advantage of it.
No, still pretty close game. 4 points and trying to knock some of that off was Ackerman, but she throws an air ball up on the three. Now she gets the
what a nice dribble. Ackerman's so talented. She can drive. She can score off the dribble. She can shoot from the outside, and she can score inside off rebounds. A big threat.
Roy and Ackerman team up on a steal. Roy goes for the lay-in on the 2-on-1. It bounces off the rim. BG basketball. Under 5 minutes to go first half. Fast break. Megan Green gets better position, but she pays for it as Ackerman comes back for the block.
Well, what would you do, John, if you got the ball where Fallon was? Go right to the hoop.
Right to the hoop.
She pulled up and thought she had all time to aim and everything else and try to bank it in off the glass.
Yep.
And Ackerman, who just hustles
24/7,
comes right in to disrupt the play.
And a nice open shot there off the rim by Hayner. All kinds of offensive rebounding work by Guertin.
Boy, Guertin's getting all sorts of opportunities in the paint. They're just not able to convert.
Megan Green, Ackerman, I think
that's her second.
Saying her teammates, I need some help on the defensive boards there. It was a 2-on-1 battle for Ackerman underneath her own basket.
Who I believe got called for the foul, right?
She did.
And it's her second personal foul.
Yeah, and she's coming out.
Yep. And now we'll see what Guertin does with Ackerman out of the game.
Right, so they do have Sarah Voorhees in there, a 5'11" sophomore, number 32. She's going to have to take over the centering duties as Green goes for her second shot. It's a miss. Getting position and getting in and getting that rebound was Stelmash, the guard, but goes out of bounds off her. And Nashua takes it on the turnover, trailing by 2, 10-8. Sarah Roy with it, back to Tavia Raza. Driving and losing it behind her back was Joyle, a steal for BG. Down the court they come. The Guertin Cardinals leading by 2. The feed inside Green, a turnaround scoop shot. It's hard, it defies description.
Almost like her. Now I know why she used the scoop shot earlier. That's her layup. That's the way she does it.
That's unusual.
You know, I know. And now,
to say the least.
It was almost like her foul shots.
Kind of a surprise scoop bank shot. 12-8, BG leads it with 4 minutes to go in the first half. And Raza gets called for traveling for about the third time in this game.
They had gone 3 minutes without a field goal. Guertin really needed that ball to go in by Fallon. Very low scoring basketball game. 4 minutes to play, as John said, in the half, and we're still in the teens and Nashua South in single digits.
South fortunate not to get called for a foul there in the back court. Off of South out of bounds, BG basketball. Megan Green's played a lot of minutes, Tom, and she might need a breather. We'll see. With it, Lauren Stelmash to Nicole Hayner. Air ball, still BG's basketball. 3:44 to go.
I'll tell you what, she ran the floor at Riv pretty well. That's a long floor. And
you're suggesting these are different size floors?
Well, I think a little bit. Doesn't Rivs look a little bit longer?
It's the polish. It's an optical illusion. Scoop shot and a runner in the lane. Green can't get it to go. Erin Shannon just into the game, number 4. Assists in the fast break. Shot attempt by Joyal goes off the rim to the left. Oh. Green gets fouled from behind.
No, Fallon does. She gets nailed and lands on the floor. Boy, she has gotten poked, elbowed, hacked.
Sarah Voorhees gets called for that foul. 6th against South. One more.
Here's the pressure. We haven't seen it all night.
Yeah, one more and they'll be in the penalty. 7. They have 6 fouls against South and 3 against Guertin. BG inbounding it. Long pass.
Yeah, that's one way to beat. That's one way to beat the pressure.
Green throws it up off the glass, and she gets fouled by Voorhees, who picked up 2 quick fouls in a row here. Backup center to Ackerman, so Sarah trying to ably perform here as the tallest player on the floor for South, getting into a little bit of foul trouble of her own as Green will shoot a couple. It's through. 3:21, 13-8 here near the end of the first half.
What South needs is to get their outside game going maybe and get some quick momentum that way. Because right now, Guertin able to do what they want to do offensively. They may not be hitting their shots, but they're getting high percentage shots.
Erin Shannon and Sarah Roy playing catch, and it gets dangerous as intercepting is Hayner. She loses the dribble momentarily.
She's got to get it to a guard pretty quickly, and she does.
Stelmash thought about the 3. Hayner dribbling in traffic.
Oh, nice spin. Oh, what a move by Hayner. Nice spin move. It's a mismatch on Perry, not in terms of quickness, but in terms of size. But I don't think you expect Hayner to be able to make a move like that, and she does a reverse dribble and a big spin move and goes right to the hole.
Deft ball handling by Hayner in traffic, the basket of the night for BG. 16-8. They have doubled up the South point total for the first time this evening.
2:30 to play in the first half.
Shannon administering the elbow there to Hayner and let it go. Roy thought about the shot. Now she kicks it inside to Gaudet. Gaudet gets backed out of there by Fallon.
Yeah, Fallon. It's a little bit of a height mismatch as well.
Thinking about the hook shot again. Hayner is just lurking over there to steal the ball away.
I'll tell you, she had the hook shot. In fact, she had a layup opportunity as Guertin throws it away. That's a perfect chance for the Cardinals, and they're not able to capitalize. They probably should have pulled it up and out. But calling timeout is Jen Fay a good timeout, I think, because your team is a little bit disorganized offensively. Because in that play, Perry could have gone right around and maybe at least had the hook shot and gone right around into the hole for a layup. Instead, she passed the ball off. There have been a couple of instances where South has passed up some open shots and open offensive opportunities. They're overpassing the basketball.
You know, South has, I think, if we had the figures in front of us, much lower field goal percentage than BG. They've had just as many opportunities.
I think Guertin may have a lower percentage because they missed a lot more in the paint, John. You know, I wish I could have probably started to keep track of it.
Yeah,
they missed a lot of putbacks in the paint.
Like you said, that we were talking about that easy
lay-in. It was 10-6
so easy, and
10-6 for so long that they hadn't been able to expand that lead because they were missing a lot of shots.
2 minutes even to go in the first half. South trying to put a dent in the 16-8 Guertin lead. This is Caitlyn Perry running off of the pick. Gives it back to Roy on the pick and roll. Roy, beautiful shot. Moving her feet as she let it go, but it went right through, and a 3 or a 2. A 2-pointer.
Oh, wow.
Hayner, almost a no-look pass to Green, trying to fight for some space. It's blocked. Hustle play by Guertin. Good hustle right there by Jamie Sherburne, but it's out of bounds off her. And inbounding it will be Nicole Gaudet.
Well, a great shot by Roy. I think Jen Fay told her kids, get some confidence in your offense. When you've got an open jumper, take it.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's what they need, a hot
Roy,
hand.
Yeah, and Roy did that. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. They need somebody to get hot from the outside.
Here's Roy. Will she take it again?
No,
she bounces it out.
Dribbled it where she probably could have taken the shot.
And she will never get to take that shot because it's a turnover on South. 1:19 to go in the first half. 16-10, Cardinals lead. With possession, it'll be Nicole Hayner, a sophomore, inbounding it. Loose ball, fought for on the ground. Bishop Guertin gives it up to Nashua South in their own end. Good bounce pass by Roy, and it's put in. Erin Shannon.
Well, if you want to know why teams full court press, there was Exhibit A right there.
And it's back on again. This time, BG able to beat it. They turn it into a 2-on-1. Maybe didn't lock her eyes on the basket there. Fallon misses.
Well, Fallon also had a wide open teammate, Cassie Dower, coming down that side, that wing, where it would have been an easy layup.
Nearly a difficult runner going to fall there by Perry. Wide open shot for BG.
Right. The Cardinals just not able to hit from the outside.
Yeah, Lindsay Spirito wasn't able to square that one up, and a foul committed.
Hayner gets called for a bumping foul along the sideline.
That's only her first foul for Nicole Hayner. It's pretty good considering what kind of tight D and how many steals she has and how well she's been playing tonight. 32 seconds to go in the first half. 16-12. Nashua South could steal a close game here at halftime if they can get a basket. Roy dribbling with 21 seconds to go. Erin Shannon.
Seems like they're holding for the last shot, but they off the foot of Perry, but she's able to retrieve it. And there's a foul by Guertin, who still has another 2 fouls to give.
There you saw Jamie Sherburne getting the worst of that collision and getting called for the foul near midcourt.
Well, unless they can turn it over, I don't think Guertin's going to see the ball offensively again the rest of this half.
Tavia Raza checks in and Sarah Roy checks out. Nicole Gaudet will inbound at far sideline with 13.3 seconds to go. She finds Raza in the backcourt. Driving right lane is fouled.
Oh, I'll tell you, Kevin Gibbs, well, they can give up the foul because it won't send them to the line, but you don't want to see anybody get in foul trouble. 8.4 seconds left now.
Lindsay Spirito gets called for that foul.
And now Guertin does not have a foul to give, so I think the next foul is going to send South to the line. They don't want that.
With 8 seconds to go, good inbound pass underneath the basket. Opportunity missed there for Sarah Voorhees, and it's a jump ball underneath the hoop.
And we don't know how the arrow's going Guertin way, so Guertin will have the basketball.
And a chance.
So they get that turnover that I said they would need.
To launch one here, they throw a long pass.
Nope.
Intercepted by Voorhees. She's got 1 second. Raza gets it away. It would count if it went. Misses left. That is halftime. The score, is Bishop Guertin 16 and the girls from Nashua South 12. John Collins with Tom King. Frank Wallant on camera. We have a lot of exciting girls high school basketball yet to come here on Nashua ZTV. The second half after this break.
You know, eating a healthy diet doesn't have to be complicated or take a lot of time. In fact, you don't need a cookbook at all. Let me think. How will I do this? Wash and eat. How fast and easy is that? Join me next time when we'll discover the wonderful world of bananas.
Hey, you want to come skip school with us? We're all doing it.
My parents are away. You want a party?
Hey, you want to go tagging?
Welcome back, everybody, to the Colligadome, Bishop Guertin High School in Nashua, New Hampshire, for the second half of this evening's high school girls basketball game between Bishop Guertin and Nashua South as we begin action in the second half. The score, BG 16 and Nashua South 12. The Panthers, trailing by 4, will inbound it to get things underway. John Collins with Tom King. We are courtside. Frank Wallant on camera, and it opens up with a BG block of a shot.
Well, Nashua going right at BG's strength, which is probably not a good idea.
Jeanette Fallon gets stopped underneath, double team. She kicks it back out to Hayner.
Oh, what a nice move by Green.
Megan Green with the first 2 points of the second half.
Went around Voorhees, kind of faked her out with a dipsy-do.
18-12, Guertin leads it. Long shot by Caitlyn Perry off the rim and out of bounds. It'll be BG basketball. 8-minute quarters. We're just underway in the third quarter. BG with a 6-point lead.
And no one was there to the pass as it looked like Stelmash was supposed to zig when she thought she was going to zag. Actually, she kind of stood still.
So an opportunity here to cut into that 6-point lead for South. Sarah Roy, long inbound pass, finds its way over to Caitlin Ackerman. She's going to go to the dribble after Jeanette Fallon knocked it down. Nearly gets a spectacular bank shot to go. Steal underneath. Voorhees has it stripped though.
Yep. Good defense by both sides. I thought Fallon did a great job of keeping Ackerman out, away from the paint. That strip made Ackerman shoot the ball further out than she wanted to.
Driving the right lane for kind of a scoop runner, no good there by Lauren Stelmash, who tries to steal it back as she comes back down the floor from Nashua South with the basketball. Erin Shannon in traffic, kicks it out to Sarah Roy. She's being marked out there by Madison Gibbs, number 25, and just a shove in the back gets called. 18-12 again, still the score. 6-point lead just in the game here. Madison Gibbs gets called for her first foul, first team foul of the second half. Ackerman with the runner. Off the glass, no good. Caitlin's just not able to get the ball to go this game so far. I actually scored 6 points in the first half, but quite a few misses since then. Fallon gets fouled underneath. Good feed underneath the basket by BG.
Guertin running the fast break pretty well. We haven't seen that much this game. They were running, until they wanted to break the press.
Kind of a shift in style here to begin the second half.
A good fast break run.
So Jeanette Fallon will shoot 2. 6:23 to go in the third quarter. Misses the first one. I've another theory why the gyms are quieter during foul shots, Tom. Texting, one word. Texting.
It could be, but Guertin's the home team, so you expect it to be quiet when they're shooting.
Right. As a church.
And there's not much of a student crowd here for this game, so for South.
They're home doing their homework.
Right, oh yeah.
Sarah Roy with it. Going left now, off the pick by Voorhees. Roy's going to shoot it.
Oh,
she hits. Sarah Roy has had a pretty hot hand shooting-wise.
Yeah, South's going to need to take more advantage of that. If she's hot, let's get the ball to her.
Fallon's pass to Hayner.
Oh.
She stopped underneath, though, as she did the turnaround.
That was Green again inside. Green just probably would love to have that layup over again because it was just an easy. She had a huge mismatch. I think she just mistimed it. I was shocked. I thought she was just going to waltz to the basket. Hayner
Shot from the three-point
That's
territory.
Hayner with a three. That's a big shot. That's a big-time shot by Nicole Hayner.
Yeah, no doubt about it either when it left her hand.
She's listed as a guard. Now, John, does she look like a guard
No,
to
she
you?
looks like a power forward.
Right, exactly.
Caitlin Ackerman over Hayner, and it's
That
a
was Voorhees
basket.
and then
Ackerman,
Voorhees and Ackerman with the rebound.
they team up, so it's a 21-16 game now. 5-point lead for BG. No travel there, could have been, but anyway, it's a turnover. So it goes off Lauren Stelmash's fingertips, out of bounds. South will inbounds it, far sideline. Sarah Roy, who's hit several long shots in this one. Teammate Caitlyn Perry comes top of the key to Roy around the perimeter. Erin Shannon trying to feed it inside to Voorhees. Will dribble it and then try to find Voorhees. Goes, I thought it went off of BG out of bounds, but they'll call it BG basketball. 5:11 to go in the third quarter. Since we last spoke, UConn, the women's streak came to an end. There's a runner off the glass, no good by Megan Green. Rebound BG.
Stanford beat him, right?
Stanford beat them.
Right. Good week for Stanford.
The last time UConn lost was to Stanford.
Good week for Stanford.
What else happened? Oh, the
football team, right. Let's see if they hold on to their football coach or not.
I saw John Elway and Jim Plunkett at that bowl game.
Pretty influential alums, I would imagine.
Yeah, and then Condoleezza Rice, right? She was rooting for Stanford to beat the UConn women. I wonder if she would have went there if she was still in office. Probably not. She would have been busy on the job. 21-16. 22-16.
I wonder if Secret Service still has to protect her while she's there. I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it. She might have her own detail. Caitlin Ackerman dribbling outside. And Roy looked good, but it's short. Good pass there to Voorhees, who's fouled as she goes to the hoop, decisively so, from Caitlyn Perry. Voorhees will go to the line. Jeanette Fallon's first foul of the game here, coming in the second half. Voorhees' first shot. Misses long.
And Arashana Yanes is back in the game too, or actually I think for the first time for South.
Yep.
She's got some quickness, John, that South may be able to be used to exploit.
And a heads-up play there by Megan Green. She bounced it off the foot of Arashana Yanes as she was going to the deck was Green. So it's BG basketball, out of bounds off South. 4:45 to go, third quarter, 22-16. BG trying to expand on the lead, but stolen away on the full court press. Good save on the fingertips there by Caitlyn Perry. She's going to dribble it all the way back to midcourt. Sarah Roy to Arashana Yanes.
Got it.
Beautiful
I
shot.
like her. I think she's a good player. I mean, we saw her briefly in the Christmas tournament. Quick, can make some things happen.
That was a two-pointer. South nearly steals it away. It is off of BG.
Right.
They do steal it away.
Green dribbled it off her thigh.
With a little help from Ackerman, who's back in the game after some foul trouble in the first half. A little bit of a momentum swing right there. BG calls the timeout. 4:22 to go in the third quarter. A 4-point game. South trailing by 4 with the basketball. They'll be inbounding it underneath the BG hoop.
Well, I think you talked about how Green hasn't had a breather, and that was what we saw the next day in the Christmas tournament, the game that you missed, the championship game. She played most of that game too. I don't think she even went to the bench, maybe for 2 minutes, maybe. But that's a fatigue play right there. That's a kid who's tired, who's got the ball a little harried, a little frazzled, and then dribbles the ball off her leg.
She has played a lot of minutes. Ackerman, on the other hand, had a halftime rest and some minutes rest in the end of the first half, so she's ready to go. The whole Nashua South team's ready to go. They're out on the floor to inbound it here. 15 seconds left to go in the break.
But I think Jen Fay's got a good combo here with Perry and Yanes. two very quick players, and then you add the outside shooting of Roy. This is a good lineup that South's got out here right now. It doesn't match height-wise in terms of what Guertin's got, but it can probably be a lot quicker than the Cardinals are.
Sarah Roy will do the inbounding. And she finds Ackerman open at the top of the key. Doesn't get the roll, but they get the bounce. In traffic, off the backboard. Roy's attempt misses. Actually, it was Caitlyn Perry. Ackerman standing.
But there's that
herself.
quickness. Roy being able to come in very quickly to get that rebound and keep the ball alive that led to the Ackerman tip.
It's a one-possession game. 22-20 BG with only a 2-point lead. Fallon open, misses. Yanes quickly on the rebound.
Has Yanes done a job to help change this game or not?
Immediately, immediate impact. Roy to Perry, to Ackerman, thinks about the shot, puts it on the floor, double teamed. Gets help from her teammates though. Yanes finds Ackerman. She's going to kick it back outside. Here's Roy. Yanes with a three-pointer.
Nope.
Off the rim. Saved by Voorhees, but right there on the spot is Madison Gibbs. And
Yanes might have been able to take the defense along the baseline on that rather than go for the three.
2-point lead for BG. Jeanette Fallon loses it. Stolen away underneath. She's pleading for a foul, but our official, Don Marcotte, says it was a clean play. Yanes with a nice feed to Voorhees off the glass.
Wow.
Heads up play by Yanes.
Voorhees starts to play with her long arms on that side. Yanes.
She knew just what to do with it when she got it, Tom.
She
got
got
it back to the baseline.
Right to Yanes to the baseline for the layup. But Yanes really instinctively has made some plays away from the ball and some plays with the ball and has helped change this game. And we've got a good one tied at 22, 3:01 to play here, third quarter.
Well, the proof, the evidence of what you just said is right on the scoreboard, Tom. They were down 6 when she went in the game. It's 22-22
And you know what? You know, brought in when she was, usually late in the quarter, they'll take her out, but she's staying in this game right now.
Stolen away. What a nice strip on the play by Stelmash. Excuse me, that was Lindsay Spirito, number 15 with the steal, but they do not convert. Yanes, cross-court pass to Perry, out to Roy. She'll take the three, in and out. The good-looking shot there doesn't fall for Sarah Roy. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 22-all here at the Bishop Guertin Gym.
It's all right. You like the fact that Roy's got the confidence to take that shot.
Yanes gets a hand on it, but it finds its way into Fallon. Open shot, in and out. A couple of mirrored three-point attempts that don't go for both teams. Foul goes against BG in the backcourt.
Now the Cardinals not really setting their offense up and running the floor off transition. They scored a lot off transition in the first half with turnovers. Not able to do it now. They look tired, John, don't they? Guertin looks like a tired team.
Sarah Roy trying to take advantage of that. Tries to find a seam, but she gets blocked. BG's size advantage played a part right there. Stelmash down court. Good
nice
bounce pass. Turnaround. She'll kick it back outside. Another bounce pass goes awry, and it's out of bounds off of South.
Sherburne very lucky there because of an errant pass. I thought she was going to take the runner in the lane. I think she probably should have.
Three-point attempt. Just missed right there. Good-looking shot by Stelmash. Doesn't go. Yanes gets into collision here on the sideline, and they're going to call her out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
I don't know.
Out of bounds. No offensive foul, just out of bounds. But Guertin getting in trouble, John. The three-point is really not a big part of their game.
Far sideline. Jamie Sherburne gives it to Lindsay Spirito. Megan Green. Back to Sherburne, and out of bounds off of BG this time. Turnover, still tied at 22 with 1:27 to go in the third quarter. Jeanette Fallon will take a breather, as I think Coach Gibbs realized that maybe some of these players need to come out for a few minutes, using the third quarter break also as a bonus rest for Fallon. Yanes trying to deny the ball was Green, but it did get to Voorhees. Yanes is going to drive. She kicks it out. Caitlyn Perry has to go off her fingertips out of bounds.
Yeah, Perry switched from the right to the left to get the left-hand dribble, and that's where she lost the ball.
Saw you visit with athletic director Tony Johnson at halftime.
Yep, just making
Just
real
personal.
I haven't seen him.
You get to ask him about.
I haven't seen Tony Johnson since I was sick in early October.
During the football season.
Yes, early in the football season.
Foul against BG. Driving to the hoop there was Nicole Gaudet. She draws a shooting foul. 1:03 to go, third quarter.
South is right now using their quickness. They are out. They are outperforming Guertin on the floor because they simply have a quicker team on the floor right now. And I think they're quicker by nature, John. But I think when you add up how many minutes a lot of the Cardinals have played, that makes South even quicker because Guertin's a little bit more tired.
Very good point. And this is a point that could put Nashua South ahead, and they do go ahead. So after trailing for most of this game, South takes the lead back that they had only very briefly in the first half. BG trying to get that lead right back, trailing 23-22. Green shot, in and out. Rebound, Roy, bounce pass to Perry. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time for multiple possessions here in this last minute. We'll see what transpires as Perry hands it off to Yanes, has it go off her foot, and she bounces it. One bounce on the backcourt side is all you need for a backcourt violation, and it's BG basketball. Ray Maynard is our official at midcourt. We have Dawn Marcotte underneath the basket. Two-man officiating crew. BG trying to get that lead back. Megan Green turnaround denied by Arashana Yanes. A clean block. A clean three-point attempt. Falls short of the basket by Stelmash, and down with a fast break comes Nashua South. Caitlyn Perry off the glass and in.
Who would have thought, looking at those two players, Yanes and Green, that Yanes would be able to reject Green?
Perfectly timed leap.
Who would have thought that possible?
No, right. That was
Yanes
an amazing
is
block.
5'6". Green's got to be 5'11".
Arashana Yanes has been brilliant since coming into this game. Her team was down 6. They're now up, I was going to say 5. They're up 25-22 as the ball does not go for Nicole Gaudet. As time expired, we have a foul against Nashua South, and this should be shots to end the third quarter. It could be a chance for BG to cut into this three-point lead. Megan Green will go to the line.
Well, it's a 9-0 run by South. It was 22-16 at one point. And Guertin, I think, John, they've gone over 4 minutes without a bucket.
That's amazing.
They haven't scored in a long time.
And this could be a chance to break that scoreless drought. In and out. 25-22 still is your score with no time left on the clock here in the third quarter. All 10 players that were on the floor, 9 other players are spectators. She gets 3. It was a three-point foul.
Three-point foul. That's a tough call at the end of a quarter. That's a no-no if you're a coach.
Yes.
And there she goes. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. 25-24 as we go into the break, entering into the fourth quarter. After 3 periods of play here at the Colligadome on the campus of Bishop Guertin High School in Nashua.
Well, we're all set up for a brilliant finish.
We are.
1-point game. College bowl season's underway, Tom. What do you think of the bowl season as opposed to a playoff?
I can't keep track of who's playing when and where, and I'm from the traditional days where it was the cotton, the sugar, the orange.
Cotton.
You know, maybe throw in the
orange.
Maybe throw in
sugar.
Maybe throw in the
Fiesta.
Fiesta.
Sugar.
Tonight's the Sugar Bowl. Maybe throw in the Fiesta Bowl. And,
you know, here's my problem with it. If I had a shot, I'd tell you, I'd use a pointer. Winner of this game goes home. Winner of this game goes home. Winner of this game goes home. That's how the bowl game goes. Like you win, that's it.
They all go home.
They all go home.
Right. They all go home.
Point? Except, the other one team gets the trophy.
Money for the schools. That's what the point is.
And they've separated that championship game so far from New Year's Day.
January 10th.
Traditionalists. Yeah.
January 10th. It's getting longer and longer. It used to be like the 4th or the 5th. Now it's the 10th.
Pretty soon it's going to be after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. I know it.
It's going to interfere with March Madness.
I know it.
I exaggerate, but you can tell I'm a fan of the playoff system. I think they should be able to. Sports Illustrated, great article.
Well,
laying out how to do it.
We talked about this. You and I talked about this, but we said one of the excuses they said against the system was because of it would take too long to do it. Well, here you are going into almost mid-January.
And
so.
you took almost December off because
Right.
of the bowls.
Right.
Okay, so 25-24, Nashua South with a 1-point lead, trying to add to it. It's stolen away and stolen back. Jump ball. Let's see, the possession arrow goes to BG.
Yeah, we can't see the arrow because we're behind the scorers. We're way up above the scorers table.
Inbounding it will be Lindsay Spirito.
Well, I think
So Lauren
Spirito and Stelmash, players like that, they really have to pick it up for Guertin because their big people are tired.
Jamie Sherburne's bounce pass somehow finds its way to Green. Stelmash for a 3. Misses long. BG gets the long rebound. Spirito passes to Stelmash. She goes right, stops.
They can get points from Spirito, Sherburne, and Stelmash. That would take a lot of pressure off players like Fallon and Green and Hayner.
Arishana Yanes went toward the ball with her left hand. Coach Jennifer Fay just used it as a coaching moment to tell her sophomore, go at it with your right hand. That way you won't make such a hard contact with the player that you're defending. Good advice there from Jen Fay. Inbounding as Nicole Gaudet takes a rest. Inbounding it will be Lindsay Spirito. Finds Stelmash being marked over there by Caitlyn Perry. Just underway in the fourth quarter. BG trailing by a point, 25-24. Trying to decide what to do. Jeanette Fallon has it stripped away, but a foul committed by, is it Ackerman? Yes, it is. That's at least her third.
I think it's only her third.
Only her third. Let's see if Jen will leave her in the game.
Yeah, she's staying.
Coach Fay will
She's
do
good.
that.
Yep.
BG, points have been very difficult to come by. Tom was saying they had a 4-minute drought at the end of the third quarter before the free throws by Green broke up the scoreless streak.
A block on that play. They've got, instead of having Ackerman on Green, obviously to save her for fouls, they've got Voorhees on her. Then they double.
Green kicks it back out and finds it's all the way over to Jamie Sherburne.
You'll see once Green gets the ball in the paint, she ends up getting doubled with Ackerman coming over to help out.
Off of Fallon's fingers and out of bounds.
Guertin's having trouble trying to decide. You know, if they can't get the ball to Nicole Green, what do? Well, Fallon is their second option. But I think the guards ought to take this game over for Guertin, give their big people a little bit of a breather until you get to 4 minutes left in the game.
Sarah Roy found herself open, and she almost seemed to be reluctant to take that open shot. She misses.
6:36 to play, John. It's a 1-point game. Every possession now is magnified.
Arishana Yanes on Jamie Sherburne. It's out to an open Lindsay Spirito. Can't get the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, notice it was not come out of the game since she went in.
Arishana Yanes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She went in with about, I think 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Look at the difference she's made.
First minutes that she played in the game were in the third quarter, and
Right.
she has just played herself into this game as a key player.
Almost as if she's a secret weapon for South right now.
25-24 South with a 1-point lead. This is how we began the fourth quarter, and we are now 2 minutes in. Ackerman open shot, short. Gets the rebound back thanks to help from Caitlyn Perry, who read that rebound nicely from the perimeter, charging in. Yanes fakes right, goes to a right.
Tried to do too
Good
much.
idea.
Good idea to drop it off to Voorhees, who was open in the baseline, but just a little too strong. I guess if she had hit that shot, it would have been spectacular. She made about 3 moves on the way up.
Good no-look pass there.
That's
by
it. See,
Jamie
your guards
Sherburne.
have got to get involved, and they've got to run that break and use some speed.
BG retakes the lead on that bucket. Yanes will dribble it down court, put the brakes on. Now she goes again. Ackerman nearly stolen by Spirito. Ackerman dribbling in traffic, double teamed around the rim and out. Difficult left-handed runner there by Ackerman.
Yeah,
rebound Green.
Almost down. I mean, it started to go down in the cylinder and then spun right back out.
Dribbling to the right.
There you
Marked
go.
by Yanes, but she gets it to go. Jamie Sherburne, nice dribbling and shooting display.
The guards have got to come through and play better for Guertin, and they're doing that right now.
4 unanswered points, a 3-point lead for BG, a timeout for South.
Yeah, and that's why Jen Fay is saying, look, they've changed their offensive focus. They're not trying to pound the ball down. They're using their guards to try to create open shots. We've got to do something with our defense to make sure that doesn't happen.
As Tom was able to read Jen Fay's lips from behind as we look in on the huddle. Actually, we got a profile view. Frank Wallant is manning our camera here for Nashua's ETV. Our executive producer is Pete Johnson. I'm John Collins with Tom King. High school girls basketball at the Bishop Guertin Gymnasium venue, and it has been a very entertaining game. It's a very close game going down to the wire here. Just 5:06 remaining, 28-25 in a seesaw battle. It's BG that is now in the lead. As Tom said, the focus has shifted to the guards for Guertin, taking over in the last couple of minutes. Jen Fay talking about how to combat that as South comes back on the floor with possession, trailing by 3.
And Hayner is back in the game for Guertin, so that adds a little bit more to it. She can handle the basketball as well.
Sarah Roy finds an opening, bounces to Ackerman. She's marked closely by Green, tries a really difficult reverse lay-in, doesn't go. Hayner goes all the way down the court. What a touch pass there by Sherburne, and traffic. Fallon thought she lost it and miraculously found she could still maintain possession. BG trying to find Green, fouling over the top. Ackerman's 4th.
Well, Guertin's disorganization on offense kind of helped them out a little bit, because then they all went to old reliable Megan Green and going inside, and Ackerman overplaying the ball. Fouls from behind, and now she's got to come out of the game with 4:42 remaining, and her team trailing by 3 after they had regained the lead just a few minutes earlier. Fallon got called for the travel. She decided to stop her run and pull up, and when she did that, her foot slipped.
By the way, Nicole Gaudet checks into the game. Ackerman will take a rest with 4 fouls. Sarah Roy dribbling down court against one of the taller guards you'll see. Hayner, but she goes by her with that quickness. Yanes in traffic.
Jump ball.
Jump ball?
Yeah, jump ball.
Possession arrow says South. So Nashua will retain possession.
Roy has been matched up. She's on offense, and they've got Hayner on Roy. Roy can beat her on the dribble. She's much quicker than Hayner. And
yeah, when she gets her up top like that.
Yeah, exactly, and then she should just take advantage of that, and they should pave the way for her, set a pick or two, and let Roy just beat Hayner on the dribble and go all the way to the hoop.
4:25 to go in the 4th quarter.
If Guertin insists on having Hayner on her, and now they don't, they've moved her off. Hayner is now on Voorhees. That's a smart move. That's a very smart move by Kevin Gibbs.
Madison Gibbs has checked in, number 25, as Jeanette Fallon comes out of the game. Yanes with a lane baseline gives it up on the pass. 3-point attempt.
Good. You look good as soon as it left.
We had the angle and it went right through. That's a huge basket.
Ties the game with 3:58 to play.
A leaner doesn't go. BG fighting to keep the rebound. What a play by Hayner. Great hand-eye coordination. Now she bounces underneath and has it stolen away. Nicole Gaudet to Sarah Roy. Very chaotic fast break here. Stepping on the line was Nicole Gaudet. It's going to be BG basketball. 28 all.
Boy, if I'm South, I almost want Yanes to touch the ball in some way, shape, or form every possession down the floor. She knows what to do with the basketball. She knows when she's got a good shot.
Hayner is able to find Jamie Sherburne alone on the wing. She dribbles it down, draws the foul, throws it up, nearly gets it to go, and she will go to the line.
Voorhees did a good job of holding her position, but maybe moved a little bit to draw that foul.
Kind of some body English under there that our official Don Marquette detected.
Third foul on Voorhees. There's 3:32 to play. Tie game. Pin drop. Pin drop.
Paper rattle.
My goodness.
Yes.
And you distracted her because she missed the first free throw.
Golf shot. It's about a 10-foot shot to the green. It's in. It's a 29-28 lead for BG.
See, Guertin's a little too tired. The full court press is not a huge part of their game.
Sarah Roy spinning around, jump ball. It's going to be BG arrow.
Yeah, Roy was a little careless with the dribble. Hayner saw that and she went over and disrupted it and kind of tipped the ball, and that led to the turnover. But now South will press. Let's see if Guertin tries the football pass down court. Nope, they're going to go back the other way. That's a good press breaker right there.
Stelmash back to Hayner. She's going to try
Ooh,
a three.
No, I don't want her taking that shot with a 1-point lead and 3 minutes to go. Wanted to work the ball a little bit.
Voorhees with position and the rebound, gives it to Roy to take down court. 3 minutes even to go in the game.
There's Yates. She's going to drive the lane.
Blocked. Foul
Right.
call. She drew
Late
the
call
foul.
by Marcotte. He let it go. He thought about it for a second. You know, not sure if it was all ball or not. And he kind of thought about it. Didn't blow the whistle right away. But Yanes will go to the line, and that's why you want her to touch the basketball, because she is points on the board, whether she passes it, hits free throws, or hits a jumper.
Arashana Yanes at the line. Just under 3 minutes to go.
Well, she's got to hit her free throws. That's
right.
That's one thing we'll work on. We'll send John Collins, our expert, to go down and work with her.
Oh, boy. Did she bend the knees on that one, Tom? 29-28. She did that time. 29 all. We are tied again. 2:58 to go. BG trying to break the full court press. Ball trickles free out of bounds. Nashua South forces another turnover. And Arashana Yanes checks out. Ackerman checks in. 2:54 to go. Tavia Raza also in the game for South. Nicole Gaudet. BG steals the inbound pass. 29 all, 2:50 to go. Megan Green, the runner doesn't go. Ackerman rebound.
And you're right, it's interesting. Yanes is out of the game right now. 2:41. I bet she'll be back in before long.
What
There it
a
is.
terrific feed right there from Caitlyn Perry. The stop and go, the 2-on-1. Bounce pass to Raza, and they made it pay off. 31-29, South's in the lead. Straight to the hoop goes Hayner. Partial block. We have a foul underneath the basket.
Now, is Hayner going to get called? No, she's not. She's going to go to the line.
Voorhees got called for that foul.
On the floor, I think Don Marcotte says. So Hayner will inbound it. 2:24 left, and her team down by 2. I mean, how many inside shots has Guertin missed in this game?
Right.
They missed a lot. It's really come back to haunt them.
2-point game. Green gives it up to Stelmash. He's going to go top of key, being bothered by Raza. Green out to Madison Gibbs. Back to Hayner. Through traffic to Sherburne. Back to Hayner. Bounce pass. Gibbs with it. Baseline. Ackerman forces her to pass to the
too
corner.
far.
Air ball, but right there is Hayner around the rim and in.
Boy, if that had slid off the back end of the rim and gone the other way, I would have said, oh, it's not to be right now.
I saw Nicole shake her head even though it went in
I
because
know.
she said finally.
Didn't look like it was going to.
31 all. Tavia Raza to Caitlyn Perry. Perry baseline off the glass and in.
Move by Perry.
Ties it.
No.
No?
Lead for South by 2. 1:30 to
that's
play.
right. It was tied.
This could tie it
33-30.
right here with Green going up.
She does. Megan Green with a putback of her own shot. It's tied again at 33
And
all.
here comes Yanes back in the game with the next whistle. And
Turning it
that will
over,
happen now.
Tavia Raza gets called for the turnover in a tie game. A key turnover, BG's possession with 1:17 left.
Fallon back in the game, but the foul on Ackerman.
She's fouled out.
Usually when a player fouls out, they have a huddle and everything else. They're able to do that, but evidently not. That's a big key. Let's see what happens now.
Fallon saves it. Blocked by Voorhees. Second try. Stelmash able to get the rebound and kick it out. Sherburne with an open shot.
Yep.
For 2, 35-33.
That looked good right from here. We had the same angle we had back on Yanes' shot, just the opposite side. It's interesting.
35-33, BG up by a bucket.
It's interesting. South's best post player comes out of the game, and then Guertin goes outside.
Yeah.
And they hit it.
1 minute exactly to go in the game. A helpless feeling for Caitlin Ackerman, number 15, on the standing on the left side of that huddle. She fouls out, so it's going to be up to her teammates to try to tie it up and go ahead here. So we have a 1-minute break in the action. John Collins with Tom King, Frank Wallen, ably handling our camera. Our executive producer is Pete Johnson. We're at the Bishop Guertin High School gymnasium. Glistening, polished floor, brighter lights than Tom can remember.
It's just brighter. Is it? I mean, you did get done games in here too. Isn't it brighter?
Yeah,
in here
it is absolutely brighter. Yeah. Nice to play in. I mean, it's like daylight here without the sunshine glare.
Exactly. It used to be a very dark gym. They've done a good job.
It almost looks like they put that stuff that you put your homework in, or what do you call that, over all the banners.
Right.
Plastic protective.
Well, a great game. Exactly a minute to play, and it's a 2-point basketball game. Bishop Guertin leading Nashua South. South will inbound the ball underneath the Cardinal basket to go the length of the floor. And their best post player, probably their best player overall, Caitlin Ackerman, is fouled out of this game. So but they've got some quickness, we'll see, with Perry running the offense.
As you saw, Caitlyn Perry's quickness to get the ball to the forecourt. Arashana Yanes.
She's timing her dribble. Nope.
Into the corner it goes. Nicole Gaudet puts the brakes on, runs off a pick by Raza, back to Yanes. 35 seconds left to go in the game.
She's going to take it.
Offensive foul.
Yep.
That could have went either way, I think, but Jeanette Fallon gets the call.
Boy, who else hits the deck other than Fallon, right? I mean, she's been banged around all night long.
Right. Heads up play by Fallon to draw the foul and the turnover. Her team's up by 2 and has possession with 35 seconds left.
Now remember, there's no shot clock, so if Guertin's able to whittle off the clock time, and a turnover.
Perry knocked it off of the ball carrier, Sherburne, Tom. I believe it was a very deft play
I think Sherburne,
by Perry.
And Sherburne ended up dribbling it off her foot, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she got a little bit of help with Perry and maybe getting a piece of it.
Yep.
But in any case, with 30 seconds to go, Arashana Yanes dribbling down with a chance to tie. Trailing 35-33, she gets it into Voorhees. Voorhees is running into trouble. Out of bounds off BG, but Sarah Voorhees very fortunate not to turn the ball over in that situation.
Very fortunate. She tried to put the ball on the floor, which was a mistake.
20 seconds to go. Nicole Gaudet will inbound it.
They're double teaming Voorhees. They're double teaming Voorhees down low, which is going to leave somebody open. Wow, great game. 20.4 seconds left. South with the ball down 2.
It's a nail biter. You know, you watch so many NBA games where they always come down to the last minute, and there's a lot of timeouts, a lot of strategy, a lot of pressure shots, and the joke is, why don't they just start the game with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, because you know it's going to come down to the last minute in the NBA all the time. There's no guarantee of that, though, in high school and college hoops. We've called some blowouts. This has been a thrilling game, and the teams appeared to be evenly matched at the very opening tip. I mean, we had a 3-2 score for a little while. We said we don't know who's going to win this, and that's proven true right to the end.
Exactly, right to the end, and we just said it would be close. And I didn't think it would be this low scoring. I thought the two post players would kind of put on a show, and that really hasn't happened tonight. You know, the show has come from the outside.
35-33. BG has the 2-point lead, but Nashua South has the basketball. As Jeanette Fay and her assistant coach Ian Horseman end their conference with the players who go back on the court and line up for the inbounds pass from Nicole Gaudet with 20.4 seconds remaining. They need that equalizer. Arashana Yanes has it. Dribbling in the lane. She thought about the pass. She kicks it out to Raza. 13 seconds to go. Raza's driving.
Oh,
Nicole Gaudet
passes
up
it
a
off.
shot and can't get it to go. Rebound, Megan Green in traffic. Fallon is fouled.
Fouled by Perry.
You know, they really probably should have fouled Megan Green with 5 seconds to go.
5 seconds to go, exactly.
Instead of
now it's 2.4 left, but what a move right there. All of a sudden, getting the ball, Nicole Gaudet, what is she going to do? Is she going to shoot it, or is she going to try to drive? She took some extra time to decide, then she tried to drive, and didn't have the shot that she originally thought she was going to have, and And now Guertin's at the line, Fallon with a chance to ice it for the Cardinals with 2.4 left.
You know, I was really rooting for Arshana Yanes to put it up, Tom. I know she wanted to be unselfish.
There's still some time here. 1 second left. A foul, which is timeout. I thought it was a foul. I was going to say, I looked at the fouls, and Guertin does not have a foul to give.
0.4 seconds to go. That's just time to touch
Oh,
it.
no, here we go. You knew this was going to happen, didn't you? I couldn't believe it in the hockey game. That was bad enough when it happened in a hockey game, but now if it happens here.
Twice in
There was a
1 month.
player by the New York Knicks by the name of Trent Tucker. I don't know if you remember him or not.
No.
Trent Tucker hit a shot with, it was in a pot. It was no way it went when it did, and it was like 0.2 seconds left, and it was on a Martin Luther King, I think, or a President's Day holiday to beat the Bulls in Madison Square Garden, back when the Knicks were a little bit more relevant. And the NBA, as a result of that shot, stipulated that there has to be a certain amount of time left for the ball. The ball's got to leave your hands by 0.3. Now, tell me, 0.3 of a second compared to a second. There is no comparison here. But a rule was made because of that shot.
You know, I've watched this movie called The Incredibles. Trent Tucker wasn't in The Incredibles, but Dash was in there. And he was able to go from his seat to put a thumbtack on the teacher's seat and get back in his seat in less than a second.
Right.
So you have to allow for unusual speed.
Well, here we go.
0.4 seconds to go.
0.4 seconds to go. Who's going to get it and who's going to throw it up against the rim? And can they make it all the way?
Somebody's got to cut and just heave.
Yep.
Inbound from Nicole Gaudet. Raza's going to throw it.
Yep. Doesn't happen. So that'll do it.
Right through the
doorway.
doorway.
That's one. Yep.
Well, I want to thank Nashua South and BG for putting on such a great contest. It was thrilling right to the last 0.4 seconds, and it ends up to be a 35-33 victory for Bishop Guertin here on their home court. As we watch the teams shake hands, good sportsmanship, and hopefully we'll see them at some point later in the season.
And Guertin, what happened with Guertin, John, is their guards got a little better down the stretch because their big people were tired, and the guards got better, and that allowed Megan Green to maybe get a little bit of energy, extra energy, and she made a couple big baskets inside down the stretch of this game.
I can't help but think back to the 2 points out of the 3-point foul shot that BG took at the end of the
it's the difference in the game.
First quarter.
Good point. No, at the end of the third quarter.
The third quarter.
When they were stymied offensively,
that
and
is
stuck
arguably
on 22 points and made it 25-24 going into the final quarter.
Yeah, it was a bad foul because.
But those 2 points are the difference on this scoreboard right now, 35-33.
And if it was 33-33, it would have been the overtime that you yearned and prayed for.
Exactly.
To make it an even more entertaining Nashua ETV
It's just
broadcast.
too bad we couldn't make it happen.
Well, next time.
We don't have that much power.
That's Tom King. I'm John Collins. We've enjoyed bringing you this one. Our executive producer, Pete Johnson. Great job, Frank Wallen, on camera. The final score for the final time, Bishop Guertin's girls beat Nashua South 35-33. Good night from Bishop Guertin High School, everybody.